Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Winnie G, and if you're new here and if you're returning, then hey girl, how you doing? In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I installed this kinky straight unit with curly edges. It looks so natural. It has Swiss lace, and not just any Swiss lace. Some amazing thin Skin Melt Swiss lace. It also comes pre-plucked and pre-bleached, but I'm on the lighter side, so I did go in and bleach the knots again. Before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and get into the wig prep. So today's video is sponsored by Afsisterwig. They sent me over this 150% density 20-inch unit. It has a 13x6 lace front parting area, and I got it in a cap size medium because your girl got a big head, okay? So to prep the hair for install, I'm going ahead and cutting out all of the extra combs and clips, and I'm only going to leave the comb that's right in the back of the wig. So this is what it looks like once I'm done. I'm also going to go in and adjust the adjustable straps, just tighten them up a little bit so we can make sure that everything is going to fit nice and laid for our install. Now, like I said, I wanted to go in and bleach the knots just a little bit more, so I'm using some bleach powder and developer. I got this bleach powder when I was in Peru. I'm not even sure if they have it in the States, but it's like a green bleach powder that's supposed to kind of cut out any like red or orangey hues. I love this powder. If I can find it, I'll link it down below, or at least something similar. But I went ahead and used 30 volume developer, and I'm just mixing that up until I get a nice paste. I don't like to bleach my knots with like super thin or runny bleach mixture, so I'm using this cute little paste, and I'm going to spread it out using my edge brush because I could not find my little wooden sticks or my plastic butter knives. I tend to like to use more of like a stick or a butter knife just to kind of spread it because it is a paste. When I try to use my brush, it just doesn't give what I need it to give. So I was improvising, girl, and I used my edge brush and she worked just fine. I'm going to cover it up with a little bit of aluminum foil and let it process for about 20 minutes. And in the meantime, in between time, I went ahead and did my bald cap. So this is the unit. We went ahead and bleached the knots already, and I'm going to just pop her on my head to make sure that everything is fitting the way that I want it to. And as you can see, the lace is super thin. So it's going to give us a nice blended, like melted look. And those kinky curly edges really do something for the look as well. It just really adds a little bit, something about having that texture on the edges really makes it look super duper natural. Now I went ahead and wash and conditioned the hair after I rinsed the bleach out, but it's only about 90% dry. So I'm going in with my cheap blow dryer with the brush attachment. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of brush everything out and get it nice and dry before I go in with a little bit of my bronzer to tint the lace around the edges. I think I'm just so used to using a bronzer or like a foundation to tint my lace that's what I just naturally go to. But comment down below and let me know what you like to use to tint your lace. I definitely want to pick up a couple new products this week to try out, so let me know what the girls are using these days. I also went in with my pressing comb and just kind of pressed those edges out just a little bit. You don't want it to give afro on the edges, but having that little bit of extra texture really does create a really natural look. As you can see, this hair looks like it's growing literally out of my scalp. So to prepare to actually install the wig, I'm trimming off any excess lace in the front in like a little zigzag motion. You don't want the lines to be too straight because it'll kind of give it an unrealistic look. So I'm going in and trimming off any of that excess lace until the wig is sitting how I want it to. I also have long sideburns, so I'm trimming down the sideburns on the wig just so they kind of sit naturally and flush with my hair. And once I'm done trimming the lace, this is how it looks. Honestly, we could have left it here, but I wanted to go in and kind of melt it a little bit more. So I'm spraying a little bit of my black Eben spray on a plate and using a brush to kind of pat it into the lace only on top. If I want a super strong hold, I'll apply it under the lace and then on top for more of like a sandwich melt vibes. But I was only going to be wearing this wig for about a couple of days, so I only applied it on top, and then I went in with my melting band to get everything nice and laid and melted. Now I wanted to go for a middle part today, so I'm using my pressing comb to kind of press that part into place. I'm also going in and pressing the edges just a little bit more to get everything laid how we want it to be. Now, because this wig has a 13x6 parting space, as you can see, my part goes really deep and it gives it an even more natural look. But if you wanted to do a side part, you have so much room to play around with it. We're only like 20 minutes into the install, and as you can see, it's already giving scalp, but we're gonna just take it up a notch with the styling. So before we can actually get into the cut, I want to go ahead and straighten all of the hair out. I feel like you get a much more even cut once your hair is already straightened. You don't have to worry about anything like falling out of place. So I went ahead and straightened one side, and as you can see, the hair silks out really easily. I just went over each section with one pass, and once I finished the entire head, this is what it looks like. Now again, we could leave it here, but we got to keep it going. We got to take it one step further because I love how this hair ended up coming out. So now that I have everything nice and straight, I'm going to go in first and trim the ends of the hair. I'm just cutting off about 1 inch to 2 inches to get everything looking nice and healthy at the bottom, like we just got our ends clipped. This is really giving like natural hair fresh out of a silk press vibes. So now that we have the bottom cut nice and even, I'm gonna go in and cut our guide for the fringe bangs in the middle. So I'm parting out a little triangle section and using my razor comb to cut it about nose length, and then I'm using that point to kind of start the rest of my layers with my razor comb. So I'm just taking my razor comb in the front section and sliding it down the hair until I kind of get like a 45-degree angle cut. And this is gonna make our curls look nice and polished, and it's gonna give us lots of volume. So once I have the shape and like the angle where I want it in the front, I'm taking my razor comb in big sections and taking those layers all the way around the head. And this is gonna make sure that the entire head looks nice and full, especially once we curl the hair. Now I went ahead and curled it in like some big body curls, but if you wanted to bump it and go for more of a 90s vibe, you can stop here and do that as well. Or if you want to wear it curled the first day and kind of wrap it so where the next day it has more of that like natural bump look, that is always a vibe. But stiff wear, okay? Stiff wear, this hair looks super duper cute. And before I go into actually curling it, I want to spray it down with some hairspray just so the curls last a little bit longer. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I'm kind of crazy about it. I literally just spray the hairspray, like a light hold hairspray, all over my hair, and then I brush it through and then I curl it. Don't shoot the messenger, but it does something. The curls just last a little bit longer. So I'm taking my 1 1/4 inch curling iron and I'm curling the hair in alternating directions, starting going towards my face, and then the rest of my curls I kind of curl going straight towards the back. And I pin the curls up while they're still hot so they can kind of cool in place, and that also makes your curls just last a little bit longer, which I love. I like to style my wigs really well once and then just let them rock out. So I'm taking my time, and once I get towards the top of the hair, I'm actually curling those fringe bang pieces going towards the front, and it gives it a really cute like swooped look. The adjectives are not given, but if you're watching the video, it's very much so given. So once I have everything nice and curled, I go over it one more time with a little bit of hairspray just to kind of set everything, and then I'm going in with a little bit of foundation powder to clean up my part. And we're pretty much done. All we have to do is take the clips out and kind of comb through the curls a little bit and shape the hair. But as you can see, the lace is melted. The texture on this hair is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like natural hair straightened. I don't know how to explain it, but it's literally perfect and super fluffy. And those layers that we cut are really doing some things for these curls. I applied a little bit more bronzer just to kind of mattify where we put the even spray. It can get a little bit shiny and that'll kind of give you away, but other than that, you cannot tell me this is not my natural hair. It looks super duper natural. The lace is really good quality and so is the hair. All the details about this hair will be down below in the description bar if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. And this is the finished look. I hope that you guys really enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye babes.